Joining me now to discuss is Senior Fellow and Director of the Center on Educational Excellence and Assistance Editor for the Independent Review, Williamson M. Mr. Evers, welcome to the Salcedo Show. You know, as parents discover what critical race theory is, it's drawing the ire of many Americans. The latest example for higher education being Cornell University, who will vote on creating CRT training for students. Mr. Evers, what's your stance on CRT and your reaction to more schools, even colleges, looking to enact what many people regard as a program designed around hate?
Well, critical race theory assumes that everything in American society is based on race and on oppression by whites of blacks. And it says that the tradition of 1776 of equal liberty, property, all these things eventually leading to emancipation of blacks and a society in which all people are respected, that this is a false thing, that this is a smokescreen. So I think it's wrong to teach this as a factual matter. You might teach a college student a theory about it. It's also come to pervade K-12 education. And even the mathematics in California is now being affected by critical race theory and identity politics.
Yeah. Yep. And it's sad. Politics doesn't belong in our schools. And, you know, we're hearing about white kids coming home saying they're ashamed of their skin color. This program teaches whites to hate their heritage, hate their skin color, and it teaches black and brown kids to hate people who are white. How can parents and community members fight back when the schools get automatic taxpayer funding?
Well, it's even worse because the Biden administration is giving extra preference to state programs that incorporate critical race theory and the 1619 Project, which is a related history program. It's something that you have to go to your local school board and your teachers and your principals as soon as possible. If it gets embedded and everybody is accustomed to it, it's too difficult to really roll back, or it's a lot more difficult.
Yeah, well, the House Republicans now on the Hill are introducing legislation to fully defund critical race theory. Now, they don't have a majority, and we all know Democrats fully support this hate-filled program. Isn't school choice in conservative states really the only answer here?
Well, I think school choice will do several things. It will give parents an escape valve. They can take their children out of school, and it will put competitive pressure on the existing system to avoid these spurious false doctrines. And that's all to the good. But in the meantime, we have all these states that are adopting it. It's getting into the curriculum. It's getting into the teacher training. You can't teach math in California without having a social justice component. The kids are going to know more about the math of organizing a protest march than they are going to know about finding the area of a rectangle. So
it's true. It's true that they're not teaching life skills. They're not teaching American kids to be competitive. Mr. Evers, I appreciate your time here on the Chris Salcedo